Welcome to the Skilled MBA Case Study Series in Accounting. Today, we delve into a revolutionary concept known as Abenomics, which was introduced in 2013. This significant economic policy marked a turning point in Japan's corporate governance, aiming to enhance efficiency and increase capital utilization. For years, these reforms have addressed the long-standing criticisms surrounding Japan's corporate practices. As we explore the impact of Abenomics over the past decade, we will uncover how it has led to transformative changes in corporate practices and shareholder relations. Get ready to understand how Japan Incorporated has reshaped itself and paved the way for an economic metamorphosis. Before 2013, Japan's corporations faced criticism for inefficiency and poor capital utilization. In 2013, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe launched Abenomics, emphasizing corporate governance. Over the next decade, significant transformations occurred in corporate practices and shareholder relations, setting the stage for structural reforms, fiscal stimulus, and unprecedented monetary easing. Abenomics served as a catalyst for Japan's economic revival. The growth strategy focused on structural reforms to enhance competitiveness. Fiscal stimulus involved increased government spending to invigorate the economy. Monetary easing saw the Bank of Japan undertake unprecedented asset purchases, aiming to stabilize and stimulate economic growth. The Stewardship Code of 2014 emphasizes responsible ownership, urging institutional investors to act as engaged owners rather than passive observers. It encourages active engagement with management on strategic and performance issues, promoting a focus on sustainable long-term value creation over short-term gains. The Corporate Governance Code revisions in 2015, 2018, and 2021 emphasized the inclusion of independent directors to ensure unbiased oversight. Capital efficiency became a priority, focusing on return on equity and shareholder returns. Transparency was enhanced through stricter disclosure requirements, while diversity initiatives promoted gender and skills diversity within corporate boards. The Tokyo Stock Exchange reform in 2022 introduced a market restructuring into prime, standard, and growth markets. This reorganization imposed stricter listing requirements, particularly for prime market companies, emphasizing tougher governance standards. Capital efficiency targets were set, including minimum thresholds for return on equity and market capitalization. Enhanced disclosure mandates now require English reporting to cater to global investors. Corporate responses to the Tokyo Stock Exchange reforms have been significant. 95% of Tokyo Stock Exchange prime companies now boast multiple independent directors, enhancing board independence. Dividend payout ratios have surged by 70% since 2013, reflecting a strong capital return focus. Additionally, an 8% return on equity target has become a new benchmark for Japanese corporate performance. Early adopters like Sony, Hitachi, and Takeda restructured boards, improved transparency, and enhanced shareholder engagement. Gradual implementers balance tradition with new practices, focusing on compliance while preserving cultural values. Reluctant followers viewed reforms as compliance exercises, maintaining traditional practices beneath a veneer of reform. Shareholder activism in Japan is gaining momentum. Activists are pushing for better governance, transparency, and shareholder value. This movement is reshaping corporate strategies, with companies increasingly responsive to investor demands. The rise of activism is a pivotal force in modernizing Japan's corporate landscape, aligning it with global standards and enhancing competitiveness. International funds are increasing their stakes in Japanese companies, employing active engagement strategies. Domestic activists are adopting assertive corporate engagement approaches. Environmental, social, and governance investors are focusing on environmental, social, and governance factors. There's a shift from confrontation to collaborative engagement, fostering constructive dialogue with management. Enhanced transparency has led to significantly improved corporate disclosure and communication with shareholders. Companies are now allocating capital more efficiently, evident in increased dividends and share buybacks. Stronger oversight is achieved through independent directors providing effective management supervision. Japanese corporate practices are increasingly aligning with international standards, reflecting a global shift in governance. Cultural resistance in Japan poses a challenge, as deep-rooted norms resist change despite formal reforms. Many companies adopt a compliance mindset, focusing on box-ticking rather than genuine transformation. The lifetime employment system limits organizational flexibility, while conservative decision-making hinders innovation. These persistent challenges require strategic approaches to foster meaningful governance reform. Japan's experience shows that governance reform is a gradual process, requiring patience and persistence. Balancing tradition with innovation is crucial, as one-size-fits-all solutions often fail. Soft power, through principles-based frameworks, can be more effective than rigid rules. Alignment among investors, boards, and management is essential for successful reform. Digital governance enhances transparency and shareholder engagement through technology. True diversity requires moving beyond tokenism to embrace varied perspectives and experiences. Sustainability integration involves embedding environmental, social, and governance considerations into core governance frameworks, ensuring long-term value creation and responsible business practices. Thank you, and for further insights into corporate governance in Japan and global business trends, connect with our expert team. Reach us via mobile at +91 87553 00795, email at support@skilledmba.com, or visit our website at skilledmba.com. Our resources are designed to enhance your understanding and application of governance principles.